Welcome everybody to a special holiday edition. It's going to be a short market update. We're heading into the holidays. The market's pretty quiet as is typical. Gearing up for a really big 2026. Biggest news to discuss this month was the Federal Reserve cut the interest rate again, third time this year, as well as they started quantitative easing again. Now they didn't call it quantitative easing, but basically they purchased $40 billion in U.S. short-term treasuries, which signals that they are back into the money printing game to prop up assets and buy debt. When the Federal Reserve prints money to buy debt, that brings interest rates down. It doesn't always immediately translate to the mortgage rate, but it is typically a good thing for interest rates if you want them to come down. So this is what we're going to keep an eye on, is how does 2026 shake out? We're going to get a new Fed president. It's just going to be a fascinating saga to watch play out. So without further ado, we'll jump into the local data. Ben Beacon report. Man, look at this. 3 months of inventory. We had up to 6 earlier in the year, guys. Why is it so low on inventory? Because people are canceling. They didn't sell. They're going to cancel. They're going to come back in 2026. So buyers, I think you're going to get some good deals, and sellers are going to get more serious. Some of these listings you see, they've been on for many years at this point, and it's like finally they slowly get closer to getting the job done. Same with buyers. You got buyers who've been shopping for many years, and they get more and more motivated together. They make a deal. 122 closing. Whew, that's quiet because it's a slow season, so it's to be expected. 568 total listings on the active MLS data. This was over 900. So where did those 400 homes go? They pulled most of them. Pulled off the market. 99 days is the median days on market for unsold homes. So don't feel bad if your house has been on the market forever. So has everybody else's. It's just very common now. Over half the homes have changed price, on average 6% from the original list price. Price per square foot, look at that. Ooh. Fell down out of bed a little bit here. These are prone to anomalies based on the month, especially on a slow month, but interesting to see. This looks like a good buying area, right? It's only been down here a couple times. Usually we see these anomaly prices in the off season, February. Here it is in November. So I think December, January, you might see good deals. Usually things pick up in January and just go from there. Here's the number of sales. Boop. So just quiet looking and falling off a cliff. Everybody take the holidays off, go to Mexico, whatever, spend time with your family. 122 closings in November, and that compares to last November, 119 closings. So it's actually still a little busier than last November, and the November before, 114 closings. Slightly busier than years past, but it's definitely the trend is likely to get quiet for the next couple of months. Days on market still high, 56. This is much higher than we're used to, but at the same time, it does happen like that during the slow months. So if you like a slow market, you're a buyer that likes to take your time. Now is a really friendly time to be a shopper. Not so great to be a seller this time of year. Holiday market's super slow. Enjoy your family time. January 2026 is when the race starts for the year. We're expecting it to be a busier year due to interest rates coming down, as well as pent-up demand been coiling, coming off 3 of the slowest years we've seen in real estate. So looking for that to start to unwind here as we get into 2026. Now's a great time to catch a deal if you're a buyer who's prepared, and expect more motivated sellers and more buyers in 2026 coming out of the woodwork and getting things done. If you want to beat the rush, now's the time to be strategizing with your real estate team. If you have any situations you want consultation on, myself or anybody with the Ben Reload team is happy to help.